Before I begin this tutorial, there's a couple of things I'd like to say. Firstly, some of the notes that I play you won't be able to see because the camera angle is limited. And secondly, to start off with, before I go into the actual song, I'm gonna go over the four chords that you'll be leaping around just as, a basic structure. So these will be the chords to Snoop Dogg's version of the song. So the first chord is E minor 9. So that's E's in the left hand, G, B, D, F sharp in the right. First chord. A minor 9. So that's A's in the left hand, C, E, G, B in the right. So first chord, second chord, you can do a walk on the bass. Third chord, F sharp half diminished, so that's F sharps in the left hand, A, and then finally, A half diminished over B, I'd call this, so that's B's in the left hand and A, C, E flat, G. Then finally going into a full diminished over that, so only difference being the G dropping to the F sharp. So the four chords you'll be looping around are these, so E minor, now that last chord, in the actual song that I'll be showing, it changes quite a bit. The last one, sometimes it's a minor 9, sometimes it's a dominant. But I'll be going over that. Those are the four chords to start off with that you'll be going around. Okay, so the piano part in this song, it goes around those chords 5 times. It's 5 loops of those 4 chords. So I'm gonna be going over each loop individually. This is the first loop, so you're playing that E minor 9 chord. So that's the first little bit, so it's E minor 9 here, and then the bass is dropping down an octave to the E lower down, and then it's just walking up whilst the right hand is playing G major 7, so on the F sharp in the left hand, you're playing G, minor 9, that's just voiced slightly differently. So in the right hand, the thumb is going to be playing B and C, then E, G, D. So that first little bit again. So after you get to the E minor 9 chord, you're going to be playing the B once, and then it's going to be sliding up from E to B like that. So it's up there, but like I said, those are the notes, but you can't see it because of the camera angle. But yeah, that's the first part of it. Then it goes into the F sharp chord. Octaves here in the left hand. Then you tap B once in the left hand. Then something a little bit unusual, I mean, this is what I've been able to hear from listening to it, is B in the left hand and C in the left hand, so And in the right hand, it's C, E, A. So again, from that part, tapping the B once. Then in the right hand, the E just drops down to E flat, same chord. And in the left hand, you drop down an octave further. So very low down here in the left hand. And just the G. And then you're into the second loop of this piano part. So just to go over this first loop again. So now I'm going to move the camera a little bit to show the second loop. Okay, now this second loop, it starts with E minor 9 again, so E minor 9 here. So the first bit is simple, so just E minor 9, then G, then the next chord, so this bit now on the A minor 9, you play B once, then it's going to be a series of 6 notes in the right hand playing a melody. So that's going to be F sharp, G, F sharp, D, B, G, into F sharp in the left hand and A in the right. So that will be once more. I'm gonna play this little part at full speed just so you get a sense of the rhythm. So from the beginning. So once more. Once you get to this part, just the melody in the right hand. So that's, like I said, F sharp and A, and then E, G, into B minor 7, so that's B's in the left hand. And then the way you play this, with the G and the A, you slide up whilst playing the chord. So with your forefinger, it slides into the 5th. Those notes in the right hand, D, F sharp, A, and you just slide in with the 4th to A. So you're playing the G first and then going into the actual chord. So from the F sharp, so now B minor is just a small melody, so A, G, into the next chord. So I just played the second loop from the start. Okay, so now the third loop of the part in the song. It starts off in a slightly different chord here, so it's still E's in the left hand, and then in the right hand is D major. So that's D, F sharp, A, D. So from the last part, so you play that, and then with the left hand play this E here. F sharp, D, into the next chord, so that's so that in the left hand is A, E, G, and then in the right hand you're gonna slide up through these notes from E, C, up to D. Then in the left hand you're gonna arpeggiate those notes whilst playing a melody in the right. So once you've gotten up to this part, so like I said, going through those notes in the left hand, and then in the right hand it's just into the next chord, you're gonna slide up from the G to the A, then go to the B, and then back to the A. And in the left hand, you're playing an arpeggio of F sharp, C, E. Then get into the next chord. I don't think they do this in the song, but this is just what I do at this point because I think it cuts off in the actual song at this point. So play B minor 7, then play the same chord except without the F sharp and E flat instead. So that's D, E flat. I mean, you could do different. If this sounds a bit too harsh, you could just keep it as a, B minor. That's just what I do, and then G, then it'll be into the 4th loop, starting with an E minor 9 up there again. So just to go over this from the start. The 4th loop, so this is quite similar to the 3rd one, very similar. So from the last part, coming up to this E minor 9 chord up here, playing a melody, so that's F sharp, G, D. Then arpeggiating the left hand and playing a melody again. So that is coming down from D, E, G, F sharp in the right hand whilst going through the notes in the left. E, G, E, same thing again with A, E, G, that slide up, same exact thing, except this time those last two notes, instead of going A, G, you're going to be going E, G. That's just what I do to change it up a little bit. except this time, kind of like lead into the next chord, you're playing the C before going into the B chord, just to lead into it in the left hand. So that is. So that's E minor 7, and then B7, B is left, and then E flat A. Just the G, leading into the next, well, the final loop. So to go over this again. So the next loop will be starting from this chord, E, B, D, F sharp. So just E minor 9 without the G in the left hand. Okay, so the final loop of this piano part, so starting from the chord that I said, then you're going to be playing a melody in the right hand. So that's D, F sharp, G, F sharp, D. Yeah, that's right. So D, F sharp, G, F sharp, D, E, and then finally A. Those same three notes in the left hand, A, E, G. So from the start. Now you're gonna be playing a melody in the right hand. I play octaves when I do this, but you know, you could just play it with one note only, or you could do it, you know, whichever way you prefer. So from the start. Okay, so that melody then. D, C, B, A, G. Then turn around from A, B, A, so. Oh, with octaves. Those notes in the left hand, F sharp, C. Then a melody in the right hand, E, C. I'll just play it once before I show the notes, so. So that's E, C, E, C, E. Final chord, which is octave E's in the left hand and F sharp, A, E flat in the right. I do a little trill on these notes going from E flat to back to E when I play that chord, but you could just play it like, let's see here. You could just play it straight like that. And then the last part is just sliding up from E to B. Now it's up here, going from 3 different octaves. But obviously you can't see that, so basically it'll be like this but much higher. And that's the final part of it. So just to go over this final loop again. And that's pretty much it.